Hello everybody. Welcome to another episode of Ghost Towns of Southern Illinois, and today we are doing Boskydell, Illinois. If you're not sure where that is, it's just south of Carbondale. Actually is within city limits now, but a lot of history here in Boskydell, and so stay tuned as we go through and we do the drive-through, and I talk a little bit about the history of this area. And if you have any more information, like we aren't exactly sure, I mean, the railroad tracks are still there and they're still in use, where the train depot was or things like that. We couldn't find any drawings or anything from back in the day of where the store was or anything. The church is here, and we're going to show you that. But if you know, maybe you know where in any of these videos where some more information about them, please share that with us. We would greatly appreciate it. So stay tuned as we go through and tell you what we know of Boskydell, Illinois. The Illinois Central Railroad came across Jackson County in the 1850s. It passed through a bowl-shaped valley about 2 miles south of Carbondale. An outcrop of red sandstone of the proper texture for building was found. Such stone was needed for building stone arch culverts over small streams. The stone would last indefinitely and was better than driven pile trestles. The engineers began quarrying the stone for the railroad. The valley was named Boskydell, meaning wooded valley. Since the quarry was important, the railroad set up a depot and telegraph station there. In addition to the sandstone, the valley was full of virgin timber. The railroad was buying all the cross ties it could for railroad construction, so E.R. Purdy established a sawmill in the valley. Samuel J. Chapman built and operated a general store near the depot and secured a post office in his store June 24, 1885. The Boskydell post office closed December 31st, 1931. On January 31st, 1876, 8 lots were plotted off and sold rapidly as houses were built. By this time, the Civil War was over and it was safe for the Illinois Central Railroad to continue laying its tracks toward New Orleans. Boskydell had a station agent, and all the passenger trains stopped except for the fast-through expresses. The village reached its height between 1890 and 1910. The quarry continued to operate even after the railroad had all it wanted. This red sandstone was also used in the old main building of Southern Illinois University, which burned down June 8, 1969. It was used in the First Baptist Church and First Presbyterian Church in Carbondale, the State Capitol Building in Springfield, and several mansions in Chicago. In 1906, the Boskydell Baptist Church was organized. It was built in a blackberry patch donated by Amer Hansen. Boskydell started to decline before the 1930s. The quarry could no longer process the stone as it now had too much iron content to drill. The general store closed in 1944 and was the last business remaining. Well, guys, that was Boskydell, Illinois. I did tell you we would be at the church. I decided to do my closing here. I've got a memory of this church that is, you know how it's odd, through your life that you just certain memories are there. You don't know why your brain thought it was important to remember that, whereas things that you really should be remembering, they just aren't there. I don't know if anybody else has that issue, but I do at my age, and I'm like, why is this particular memory still up in my brain? But it is. When I was in early high school age, my youth group at my church, for some reason, we were in the same association as Boskydell Baptist Church. So that's, why we would come here. But for some reason, our youth group came to lead a worship service here at Boskydell Baptist Church. And as I said, I was in my early teens, or maybe a freshman in high school. It wasn't any older than that. And somebody thought it a good idea for me to sing in a trio. And we sang a trio. We did Amy Grant's El Shaddai. And I don't remember the other victims that were there that in the trio that had to sing with me. But if you know me at all, I don't sing well. I can't carry a tune in a bucket. It has a hole in it. Always has. Now, I love to sing. And I probably put everything I had, heart and soul, into singing that song. But the poor people that had to listen to it. Now, I know my cousin was involved. I don't know if he played the piano or if he tried to sing. But I know for sure who the youth leaders were. And I'm gonna have a conversation, because they're still involved in my life right now, because it's my brother and sister-in-law, and they were our youth leaders. And I'm gonna bring this up because now that I've got this, I had this memory about Boskydell when I realized we were coming here. So I'm gonna confront them and ask them what were they thinking to inflict my singing ability upon this body of worshipers, because my brother knows how bad I sing, because he sings just as bad. It's a family trait. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this episode of Boskydell, Illinois, in our ghost towns of Southern Illinois history. And if you know a place that used to be on the map and that isn't very any longer, let us know. And like and subscribe and comment, and we'll talk to you later. See you on the next episode.